Hey guys, it's Dr. Roach coming back again. It's day 5. So I will tell you that today I did have some just muscle cramps and stuff like that. But backstory, I will tell you that I was most likely tired. So I will tell you my body, I have weird sleeping ever since getting out of the Army. Even while I was in the Army, I had weird sleeping habits. So I woke up around 4:30 this morning, which is not abnormal for me. And I've been up since 4:30. I will tell you guys it's 7:17 in the afternoon now. And so I was up just kind of working on stuff, and then I got up and probably around 6 and just started working on stuff. I don't usually get to work between 8:15 and 8:30, so for like 2 hours I'm like literally just working on stuff and all that good stuff this morning. Had some Pop-Tarts around 6 this morning, and then had a crazy clinic this morning. So saw like 14 patients in like 3 hours this morning. Then went to the hospital during lunch, did a procedure, came back, ate like this much of a turkey sandwich pretty much. And that's all I had. So then like 3:30 I was in the clinic, and like my sugar was low. Like I looked tired. I was kind of like, oh, my arm hurts. And kind of all the little, you start making your body hurt and stuff like that. In reality, I was just hungry. Came home, well, went rounded at the hospital, did all that stuff, saw a few patients after clinic, and then probably left the hospital about 5:50. So again, by now, this is like 12 hours of just running, right? And went, got me some Burger King. Thank you to my nurse, Charmaine, hooking me up with a gift card. So I went and got me some Burger King for dinner, and now I'm back. Feeling great. So didn't have any symptoms today. Basically, I was just tired and hangry from working all day. And just wanted to let you guys know, I will shout out Design Printing for doing all the scrubs you guys see embroidered, and any of my coats and stuff that I get embroidered. He usually does it, so I'll, if I can figure it out, I will tag him and let you guys see who does it. But today, since I don't have any symptoms, I'm going to talk about masks. So should young athletes wear masks? So you kind of see, for the most part, most of the pros, NFL, NHL hasn't come back. Major League Baseball did it. NCAA is pretty on board with it. To be honest, I haven't watched that many football games this year for college level, so I'm not sure how they're doing with their masks. But basically, sports are kind of ramping back up. So where do we stand? Should we wear a mask? So this article is based off of healthychildren.org. I always recommend this website. It's a great website. Anytime you're looking for, hey, my kid had constipation, or hey, the doctor said something about colic, or hey, the doctor said asthma or allergies or whatever, you have no idea what they're talking about, go to healthychildren.org. It's actually a very helpful website, and it breaks it down pretty well. So I definitely always recommend that website. I usually actually print out if families ask like, hey, can I find out more information? I usually print off from that website because it has great information. It really breaks it down for pretty much everybody, even for a kid to even understand. So should you wear a mask, right? Big question. So yes, it is definitely recommended that you wear a mask when you're doing sports in schools. So I'm glad we're back doing sports. I'm probably going to talk about obesity and working out and stuff like that, because it's something I'm very passionate about. But you should definitely wear a mask. So anytime you're like traveling on a bus, or if you guys are traveling in groups that are not in your home, you should definitely have a mask on. Even if you're in practice and you guys are like taking a break or anything like that, anybody that's on the sideline, you should definitely have a mask. It's definitely encouraged if you're doing inside sports. Even outside sports, you should still have it if you're in a dugout or something like that. But the more enclosed you are, you should definitely wear that mask more often. Sometimes it is not recommended. So when is it not recommended? If you're doing like high contact sports or high sports that have a risk of it causing an injury to the equipment. So like wrestling, you should probably not wear a mask because you don't want to increase your risk of getting suffocated or something like that. Gymnastics is another one. Cheerleading. Anybody that's doing stunts, anything that the mask could kind of fall or move and cover your eyes, you definitely shouldn't wear a mask during that. But when you're on the sideline, you're relaxing, definitely have your mask on. Another thing is, we just set an example. So parents, definitely, your child may not listen to you, you might think, but other parents, they might listen to other parents. So setting a role model, and when you guys are sitting there or watching the games, having your mask on, coaches, volunteers, umpires, all these people, collectively, you're going to set the kind of role model for kids. So making sure everybody has their mask. So, and it's also recommended that you kind of have there's a whole bunch of different masks out there. It's a whole new market. You can be fashionable. Yes, I have different ones that match. My scrubs, my favorite is my tie-dye one because it has every color. And there's different kind of bands and elastic. I shout out to my mom because she just bought me this one for Christmas. But you kind of want an easy mask like this that will fit on, okay? You want to always cover your nose, cover your mouth. So as long as your nose and your mouth is covered, you're doing great. There are different kind of elastic kind of bands. Some of the bands that have more elastic in it, just depends. It can bother their ears. So you guys can see I kind of have small ears. So these that kind of pull on the ears, just kind of look at your kid. I don't necessarily like these as much. There are some that don't have as much elastic in it, and then they feel a little bit comfortable, so kind of just play around with it. You never thought masks would become a thing, but they definitely are a thing. But also shout out to Susan. I actually lost one of my nurses during COVID-19 towards the beginning. She was a big Tar Heels fan just like me, so she actually gave me my first UNC mask, but that one's kind of had its day now. It's been in the pandemic about 9 months now. So definitely shout out to her. I know she's watching over. But to anybody that's lost anyone, I do pray for you and your family. So be safe out there. Wear a mask. Have 6 feet between people as much as possible. And definitely have your mask on. You cannot do the 6 feet. And make sure you wash your hands. So those are kind of the 3 W's that we always stress. And we've definitely seen a decrease in even flu this year. Like, I have not seen that much flu in my patients. Even patients, I've probably seen more COVID this year than actual flu. And that's just because I think we're really doing a good job of washing hands, wearing our masks, and kind of just staying away from people. So keeping that distance. So hopefully this was helpful today. No, I didn't really have any symptoms, even though I felt like it because I was hangry. So don't forget to feed your body. But anyways, have a good night.